Hi, welcome to the video. My name's Dychronic, and today we're taking a look at the Xur, his location, my recommendation, and the random rolls for June 17, 2022. You can find him in his regular spot on Nessus. Just head over to the Watcher's Grave, and then on top of this big old tree right here, you can find the Xur at the precipice of the branch. It's all the precipice! Anyways, this is a high overview in case this is all you cared about. And there are a few options here that I'm very excited about. First up, for the weapon today, we have the Crimson, which shoots in a 3-round burst as a hand cannon, a 415 pulse rifle hand cannon, and also the range is really high and the catalyst also maxes that out. So a lot of good stuff on top of being able to heal whenever you get a kill, and precision kills also refill the magazine. Honestly, I think that this is one of the more underrated hand cannons, especially for PvP, and I would actually recommend it. It has a number of ornaments that make it look excellent. Following that, for the Hunter exotic, we have the Gemini Jester, where dodging disorients nearby enemy and temporarily removes their radar. And furthermore, it also creates a little bit of a flashbang on their screen. In PvP, probably the place you're going to be using this the most, you can definitely make a lot of people very upset, but most of the time it just forces them to put their butt in a corner and camp. Although definitely something that could work very well in a team synergy. As far as the roll goes, 65 is a good total stats. It likes to have a lot of mobility, which it does. Even though it has low recovery, you could compensate with some other thing. The rest of it has an interesting distribution and could work with your build. It's up to you. Following that, the Titan exotic, we have Aeon Safe, which is the same as all of the other Aeons. You have a choice of these 3 different perks that give you a bunch of different things. My personal favorite is going to be Insight, because you can finish a champion and get heavy ammo for your team. Although it are small bricks and it's just for your teammates, it is really nice. On top of all the other bonuses, the special ammo, and all the other bonuses to your weapons as well. This is definitely a top 10 exotic for pretty much every class and is very useful in Grandmasters, especially if you don't know what exotic to use. As far as the roll goes, total stats 61 is a little below average. Everything else is really up to you. High recovery is always nice to have. And the rest is just kind of okay. And more specifically, I would use this for PvE, and resilience being low is a little worrisome because resilience is really good these days. And finally, for the Warlock exotic, we have the Vespers of Radius. And honestly, I haven't used this since the Leviathan. Essentially, Rifts release an arc shockwave when cast and can actually combine with the stasis shockwave, which is actually a nice combo, and Rift energy recharges faster when you're surrounded by enemies. And in Leviathan, you could literally have a Rift for every plate, every like 10-15 seconds with enemies around. However, there are a lot of other Rift-based exotics, including some new ones that I would honestly recommend over this. As far as the roll goes, I guess you'd like to see recovery, but the rest is going to be up to you, and the total stats is a little below average. Moving on, let's go ahead and take a look at the different legendary weapons. First up, we have Gnawing Hunger, pretty much my favorite auto rifle of the bunch. It just has really great stats and great perk options. Whenever you get a good roll, I would recommend it. As far as the roll goes, Zen plus multi-kill clip is actually a pretty good roll. However, the rest of it is very stability, recoil, direction stuff. I would honestly prefer a lot more range stuff. After that, we have the Brass Attacks, the 13 zoom sidearm. Pretty much all the other ones are a 12 zoom, and of course, the newest one, the Drang, is a 14 for some reason. But this combination is not that great, although Ricochet and accuracy. Again, another glitched weapon because this weapon is not supposed to have accuracy at all. Following that, we have the Extraordinary Rendition with Subsistence Multi-Kill Clip, probably going to be a very popular role. Has Accurized Rounds and Chambered Compensator, or Arrowhead Break, a lot of great combinations and stability. Personally would like to see a bit more range stuff, but this is a pretty well-rolled Extraordinary Rendition. Only thing I will say is that it does have the option of having Frenzy, and Frenzy is pretty freaking amazing, and I would recommend Frenzy over a lot of things. Following that, we have a First In, Last Out that does have Vorpal, but no Assault Mag, has Hammer Forge, but no Range Masterwork. So not really something that I would recommend. Definitely a lot of better rolls. Has auto-loading as well, by the way. We have the Far Future, which is led from Gold Thresh, not Vorpal. Appended, Hammer Forge Chamber, not really what you're looking for. I don't think this sniper can even get Snapshot, which is unfortunate. After that, Code Dweller with auto-loading Ambitious. Does it have it? It does have Impact Casing, it does have Hard Launch, and it does have Velocity. This is pretty close to being one of the best versions. While I do believe it can have Lasting Impression, this is a very good version of this rocket. And then finally, we have the Swarm of the Raven, which is a 150 grenade launcher, and 150 grenade launchers suck in almost every single way, so just ignore those. Following that, for the legendary armor for the Titan. First up, the arms, high resilience strength 60 is okay. 60 with a mobility discipline is also okay. 57 is a bit low, a little better distribution, and 63 kind of middling distribution across the board, obviously a good total stats. Kind of meh on the armors, but not bad. And of course, we have the exotic weapons. First up today, we have the Hawkmoon with a snapshot sights. Again, I usually prefer having rangefinder and of course one of these handling the recoil direction, although it does have hammer forged, it has alloy, and it has handling stability, does not have recoil direction, so not a big fan of this, but not bad. After that, we have the DMT, which has 4 times the charm. If I remember correctly, PvP, you want moving target or Vorpal, and the rest of this just seems kind of okay, but not personally my favorite. Although I will say, this ornament looks really sexy. Woo! And of course, pretty much every exotic engram you're ever going to receive is going to be something that you haven't received before and a very high stat roll. So if you want to get high stat roll exotics, this is how we do it. Look, 65 right there. Boom. Anyways, make sure you come check out my live streams that are right after these Xur videos, all the times on screen right now. And of course, huge thank you to my patrons on Patreon. Specifically, a big thank you to Mom and Dad, Pasta Loans on Box the World, Monday, City Balkers, Junior Panther, and Casey Reagan. Follow their support on Patreon. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. My name's Dychronic, and I'll see you guys on the next one.